Audio's live. Welcome, everyone, to Thursday night short form comedy show, improv comedy show. In case you were confused, comedy one shots.
Come to a chance.
Yeah, this is it's a night where we improvise. I don't have did we do this last week? I don't think we did. Yeah, so it might have been a couple weeks since we've done one of these, but we're stoked to do it again here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. For those of you guys who maybe have never seen one of our improv comedy shows, let me explain to you how it works. We're going to be making everything up. We don't know what we're going to be doing. We just have a list of games. We're going to be needing suggestions from the audience throughout the show. So anytime we introduce a game, we'll ask you guys out there in the universe of interwebs for a suggestion. Maybe some sort of prompt, like a person, place, thing, idea, holiday, whatever. Object. I've got hiccups all of a sudden. I can't get rid of them. And feel free to type that into the chat, whether you're watching us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. And Chad, who is our improv host, tech guru man person, will be monitoring the chat, and he'll let us know what the suggestion is, and we will improvise a scene based on that. We're just looking at each other on Zoom, so we're not paying attention to a lot of the chats. Chad is the chat man. That's why we call him Chad. His name wasn't Chad, but we call him Chat Man. Chad. We just changed one letter. Because this is let me introduce our cast. I completely forgot. This is how long it's been since I've done this. My name is Chris.
Your name is Chris.
Woohoo! We've got Gabe with us.
Your name is Gabe.
And we've got Katie.
Your name is Katie.
I'm pointing, but I don't even know where you guys really are on the stream. And so yeah, this is our cast of actors, and we're making various characters. Do short form improv. Because it's improvised, means this show will never exist again, and it's never existed before. Those of you guys who are watching us and giving us suggestions are part of this process of creating something from nothing, which is pretty cool. And I'm excited to do this. I don't know how many more of these I get to do, because I think classes are starting up. So this might be my last show for a while. So this is going to be a fun one. I can feel it. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to Chad real quick. So for any last minute announcements before we get rolling, what you got for us, Chad?
Why, thank you, Chris. We have a lot of stuff coming up, actually. We have a lot of news, a lot of great things happening. Hey, some of y'all who are Birmingham people, I know I'm Birmingham people, you got to see us live last week at Sidewalk Film Center and Cinema, and I always get the name wrong, but it's basically the Sidewalk movie place. But yes, go check us out at the Sidewalk Film Center.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. We were there April 27th, which means you have two more chances to see us, May 10th and May 25th. At Sidewalk Cinema. It's over at chaoticgoodimprov.com, where we're selling the tickets. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great stage, a really, really cool space. Hey, and you actually get to see us with popcorn this time. There aren't that many places we played that you can get popcorn, but we'll give you some popcorn, or at least they'll give you some popcorn.
Bring popcorn.
You have to pay, but they will give you popcorn when you pay, so that's pretty cool.
That's a good treat.
Exactly. So go to chaoticgoodimprov.com. Also, you can find out information about our classes. So if you see what we're doing and you think, hey, that's pretty cool, I want to try that, well, check it out. We got a couple of improv sneak peeks coming up, at least one of them, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep, next week.
Next week? Yep.
Next Thursday.
Next week, yeah,
a week from today.
Week from today, we will have an improv sneak peek that you can come in and just give it a little taste. Say, hey, this improv thing looks pretty cool. I think I could do it. I could be funny. We'll give you a chance to do it. So come on in, do an improv sneak peek. And if you like what you see and like what you do, and believe me, you will, because I got to retake a class just for fun last week. It's great. If you like it, you can go on and learn how to be an improviser with our Intro to Improv Comedy level 1 class, which will also be there. And of course, your tuition from your sneak peek will be applied to that. So it's good stuff. Check it out. chaoticgoodimprov.com for all the information on that as well, where you can also find our Chaotic Good Improv merch, and you can find information about any upcoming shows. Basically, it's a really cool website we put a lot of hard work and effort into, so check it out, chaoticgoodimprov.com.
And it's got our mugs.
It's got our mugs. Pictures. We have pictures, and we have mugs that don't have our pictures, but we need to fix that someday.
We should.
Because I would look amazing.
We should have mugs on our mugs.
Yes,
mugs.
Exactly.
That sounds like a Star Wars character, a mug.
Yeah, and still a better Star Wars
than Jar Jar.
Dexter.
Dexter, that was real?
That was a real one.
Oh, that's not good.
He was the short order cook in episode 2.
Oh, that's why I didn't catch it.
Exactly. Anyway, all right. Now that I've alienated most of the audience, see what I did there?
They're gone,
Right.
and the viewership tick 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 tick.
If you're still here, thank you. Chaoticgoodenimprov.com. Check us out. Also, if you're in the audience, we need a lot of suggestions from you tonight. And I see you out there in Facebook land. Throw out suggestions. Even if you think there's nothing they can do with this, go ahead and throw it in the chat. It's fine. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat because I'm the chat man. All right. But yes, I will be. Thank you. Someone got that. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. I will take your suggestions. I'll give them to our actors who will make something cool out of them. And also, we don't really name our episodes. We outsource that to y'all because you're funny. You can be part of the funny by naming our episode for us. So what we ask of you is if you hear our actors say something uproariously funny, and you will, or if you hear like a common theme throughout the night that you think would just make a great episode title, go ahead and put it in the chat. I will be, of course, Chaotic Good Improv. I will put them in a big old list, and we will deliberate at the end which episode titles we think are worthy of being put in our YouTube archives forever and ever. Winner gets to be our friend. It's great.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So
true friend, lifelong BFF.
Of course. I mean, honestly, improv is all about
family.
I was just
saying before the show started, I don't have enough friends, and I could always use more friends.
Yeah, exactly. And I say as someone who's here with y'all,
to be fair, you said you didn't have friends and you don't like making friends.
No,
that was what you actually
said. Heard that opposite.
Yeah, okay.
I think you were standing with your back to me, so you heard the words backwards.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to do a show now.
Okay.
I'm going to turn it back over to Chris to introduce our first game, but thank you all so much for being here. Get ready to have some fun. Chris, over to you.
All right, yeah. Thanks for calling me out, Gabe. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anytime, Chris.
We're going to start the show off with a game called Change. We like to start most of our shows off with this. It's a good game. Just fun. So the way this game is going to go is Gabe and Katie. Oh, before I even say it, let me go ahead and ask for a suggestion. If we can get a suggestion for any place, any location, it doesn't have to be a city or a country. It could be something like a room or a bucket. Doesn't matter.
Red room.
It could be a blue room. Doesn't matter the color. You could have any color room. I don't know about that. That might be a little too far. Just kidding. But anything, any place, any location for a scene to take place in, and we'll improvise. So what's going to happen is Gabe and Katie will be taking that suggestion. They'll be improvising a scene. However, at any point in time, I will still be in the microphone and I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just spoke the last line of dialogue will have to change it to something completely different and justify why the new thing they've said is part of the scene. Yeah. So, Chad, do we have a suggestion for some sort of place or location that this scene can take place in? I'm trying to figure. It's been so long, I don't remember how to change my background. There we go.
There you go. And that did not qualify as one of the changes in Change, but it is still a really cool
achievement. Change background. Change background. Change background.
We seriously need to do that at some point.
I'm ready. I've got so many. I'll bring creepy Toby Maguire in.
I have nightmares.
I don't even care. Okay.
Nightmares.
Nightmares. Right then. Speaking of nightmares, we have grocery store. Thank you.
Grocery store.
Grocery store.
Grocery store. So this scene will have something to do with grocery store. This is Change in 3, 2, and 1.
So I'm thinking about getting really into oatmeal.
Well, I support you if that's what you want to do. I would support you on an oatmeal journey.
Well, it's just the Quaker Oats guy really has a fashion that I kind of want to go for, the big brimmed hat, the tight collar shenanigans.
Oh, so you really want to go on a journey with this oatmeal. Like you want to make it your lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe that's my cornerstone. That's the piece of me that defines me, and I build everything else around that.
Well, I think if people who are keto or vegan can do it, you can do it with oatmeal. Just build your whole personality. Well, I think, you should really be more careful about what you select as your lifestyle motivation.
So you're saying I should do Frosted Flakes? They're great.
Absolutely.
They're okay.
Change.
I'm a tiger. Rawr.
Well, I absolutely think that you should pursue the Frosted Flakes because
Really?
they've got that cute little cartoon and
Yeah.
you can be great.
I think we can be great. We're overlooking that Tony the Tiger doesn't do it all on his own. He's got a strong marketing team behind him. He's got brand-based suppliers. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. And that's what you can be for me. You can be my markiplier.
Oh. Are you asking me to marry you? Because are you asking me to go on a date with you?
Change.
Are you asking me to move in?
Technically, I was asking you into business. You'd be like my business buddy, my co-entrepreneur.
In the business of life.
Yes, the business of life, of continuing life, not making new life.
Wow, you moved so fast. I said, let's move in, and all of a sudden we're making babies.
No, we're not making new life. I thought I made that abundant. Yes, babies. All the little Tiger Tony babies. They're going to be running around saying, equate, equate. I can't wait for It's Great.
I thought Equate was a Walmart brand, baby. I think our babies are going to be better than Walmart brand.
Well, let's be honest. They'll be found in Walmart. Maybe not only there, but they'll be there.
And seed. Oh man, I thought he said equate too at first.
I was saying equate.
Oh no, I got it. But like, I would have said the same
I hear it
thing.
now. Yeah.
Equate.
I totally hear it now. I was saying equate. Smartest babies the world.
We're right here, Katie, me and you right here, because I would have done that same thing.
All right. Our next game is going to be for Katie and Chris. This is a game called A to Z. It is another staple of improv, one that I'm terrible at because, let's be honest, I don't know my ABCs very well. I have to go through the entire alphabet to figure out what letter is next. But our two actors here are going to be way more in tune with their ABCs than me, hopefully. So if we can get for this game any letter of the alphabet, probably not A or Z, go for one of the middle 20, go for one of those. And we'll see what letter they have to start on. But the way this game works is they are going to start every line with the next sequential letter of the alphabet. So it'd be like, absolutely, I can do that. Believe me, I can. Can't you? And I don't know what comes after C. That's why I'm not playing this game. It's because I'm
11.
bad at alphabet. 11?
Mm-hmm.
11-7, I know I can. I did it.
You underestimate yourself.
I really do. Thank you, Chris. No, I believe myself now. This is why you should take our improv classes. Chris is going to be your teacher. He taught me everything I know. And you can tell he's still here to support me and keep me on the right track. And as well for a suggestion for the scene, let's get oh man, I really wanted to ask your favorite color of hair, but that's just
you
weird.
can do that.
Okay, favorite color of hair. Why not? That was what came to mind.
No,
I don't know why it was so
I think
weird.
if someone has thought long and hard enough to know that they have a favorite hair color, they should be able to voice that in a chat room of sorts.
Absolutely. So Chad, have we got any letters and any colors of hair?
Any letters and colors of hair? You know what?
Game 2, and we are off the tracks. All right, I like it.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to start with the letter P.
P.
Okay.
Gotcha.
P.
Yeah. And color of hair is lawn green.
Lawn okay.
green.
At first, I thought,
know who suggested that?
At first, I thought you were going to say long. And I was like, that's a good answer.
I thought it was long as well. I was so ready.
Lawn green.
I like long hair, actually.
Lawn green. Okay.
Okay. So this game is for Katie and Chris. They will be starting on the letter P. Their suggestion is lawn green, whatever that makes them think of, anything at all, in 3, 2, and 1.
Please tell me you finished mowing because it's like a jungle out there.
Quit bugging me. I will finish that lawn when I feel like finishing it. See, maybe I like it long. Long lawn is my favorite color of lawn.
Really? Because it's getting up to our waist now, and I just it's so hard. You know, what if there's snakes? There could be snakes.
Safari is what I'm going for. You know, people want to come to our lawn and they'll be like, oh, just like going in a jungle, but it's a suburban jungle. It's a suburban safari.
True. It's just, you know, it's getting kind of hard to see the front door, and I like being able to see it when I'm wandering around trying to get in from the car, you know?
Understated how much awesome the grass is. I just want to point that out. It's understated. I could state it more, but I'd be too worried about overstating it. But understating it, this is fantastic. I know you want to see the door, but imagine having to find it through a suburban safari.
Very interesting. So we could make our house like an attraction.
We could. We should.
Xanax is going to be needed if we're going to have a lot of people here traipsing through our yard trying to get into our front door. I'm going to need some Xanax.
You know what? We can hide Xanax in the safari too, and that way people can find it, kind of like a weird Easter egg hunt, but also like with adult treats or something. You know, like we could hide it amongst the animals, the snakes and the turtles and whatever else we want to hide.
Zebras. We could hide some zebras.
Alpacas,
bears,
coyotes. Now I did say that weird because I want these coyotes to be extra coy, so I call them coyotes. You know, like I want them to be sly and like follow us around in the suburban safari.
Damn straight, we don't want any non-sly coyotes anywhere around us. They got coyotes.
Every time you see a random coyote walking around in like a neighborhood, I'm pretty sure he got lost. But if you have a coyote, he's there on purpose, and he's there for a reason.
For sure.
Got to get the permits, though. I mean, our homeowners association is already breathing down my neck to cut this long lawn, and they don't understand my vision.
Harold over there at the HOA just doesn't understand anybody's vision for anything. He just wants cookie cutter houses, and we have a dream.
I know, and I hate Harold, and I love our dream. And if Harold's going to get in the way of our dream, I was thinking maybe we can make him get visited by a pack of coyotes.
Just think what kind of publicity that would bring to our adventure.
Killer publicity, literally.
Let me just wrap my head around this, because I wanted you to mow the lawn, but now I'm thinking we've got a much better plan.
Mowing the lawn is superfluous. Actually, it's dangerous. It will cause harm to our vision.
Now I see it. Now I see that you are right. And your dream is my dream now. I am bought in.
Our dream. It's our dream.
Please don't mow the lawn, whatever you do.
And scene. I didn't realize that I was unmuted when I was laughing about the coyotes. I was way too loud.
Good. No, unmute
I
yourself
love coyotes, though.
Hey, question about the coyotes. Do they swim in little ponds and everything?
They do.
When you feed them?
Yeah, and they grow to the size of their lake or water supply.
They live like 200 years.
200 years. That's why they're so coy. They're old.
All right, this next game. I guess I'm in.
Little biology lesson there, zoology.
Nice.
Okay, let me change my background here. This next game is a game for Gabe and Chris. Who's guessing? Chris?
I'm guessing.
You're guessing? Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't guessed in about a 2-year period.
Works for me.
So might as well.
Gabe
So you need to
take his headphones off.
All right, I can intro this if I want. I thought I was leaving, so I didn't even know. All right, so what we're going to need, the way this game is going to go is Gabe is going to be getting in trouble for something at Human Resources, and I'll be the Human Resource representative. And I like how he did mute himself, so we get to hear Gabe yawning. Apparently, I'm boring him.
Already bored.
So what we're gonna need, what we're gonna need from the audience is we're going to need something that you might get called into Human Resources for, but not like a real reason, like sexual harassment or something. We don't want to deal with that, but just something that you could do wrong that you might get called into Human Resources for. Something like burning the coffee or peeing too loudly. Don't give us peeing too loudly. I don't know why I said that. But something like that. Some reason he's getting called to Human Resources. Also, what we're going to need is, where do we work? What is this establishment? What kind of business is this? Is it a coffee shop? Is it a treehouse builder place? I don't know. Whatever it is up to you guys. Whatever our place of business is. Also, Gabe's character will not have done this alone. He's going to do this with some sort of celebrity or famous person accomplice. So we're going to need a suggestion for some famous person or celebrity, alive or dead, real or fake, it doesn't matter, to accomplish this. So repeat that, we're going to need something that Gabe did wrong to get in trouble, something, the place that we work, and some sort of celebrity or alive or dead, real or fake, or famous person. And what's going to happen, Gabe's going to come in. He's not going to have any idea who these things are. He's going to come into Human Resources. We're going to try and discuss the situation. And through our discussion, he's going to try and guess to the best of his ability what he did, who he did it with, and where he did it, like what the business is that we're working at. So Chad, do we have any suggestions so far for any of those three things that we are looking for?
Okay, so we do have the place of business, which would be a city park.
Okay.
Yep, working at a city park.
So kind of like a park. Okay, so we're at a park. Okay.
Yeah. So he's been stealing pencils at the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hope not from the blind people. That would be bad.
Exactly. And we still need an accomplice, so please go ahead and drop that accomplice into the chat there.
Any famous person, real,
long enough,
alive or dead, real or fake.
Yeah, any kind of famous person at all. Let's see here, real, fake. Go ahead and throw it over in the chat, and we got all right, let's check in YouTube here.
It's so gripping.
Yeah, I know, right? The suspense is killing me, honestly.
It is.
All right. Okay, tell you what, we got Elvis. Thank you coming into the in the
all right.
here.
So, what's going to happen is I'm going to call Gabe into Human Resources, and Gabe works at the city park. He's getting in trouble for stealing pencils, and he did this with his buddy Elvis Presley, I'm assuming. All right, so let's go ahead and give Gabe the universal symbol to put his headphones back in. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to come into the office so quickly after the email.
Yeah, I didn't have anything going on. Never do. Thought I would run in here as fast as I could.
That's good. I'm glad you're using your quickness and your speed. Now this is one of the few buildings we have out here. To be able to actually get in from the shade, it's this and the two restrooms. I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Now, I'm curious to know why you did it. Do you have any explanation?
Oh man. Well, that's a great question. I was bored. Work can be a little bit draining, so I needed something that would really liven up my day, and I thought this would be a good way to put a little pizzazz in my afternoon.
Take the lead out and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I drained that pencil of all of its lead.
Yeah. Well, you've been shirking on your duties whilst doing, this activity. I mean, there's, the bushes have definitely overgrown. We're more east than central at this point, just because it seems like the foliage is moving. I'm not really sure. I'm just, you haven't been making much of an effort.
No, I've been really, let's just say that I prefer to go old style, and I've been doing it with real small scissors, so it takes longer than it normally would.
Well, that's true. You also have to get around all the people that are doing the yoga and the frisbees and all of that stuff. So that's I understand that. We it's not so much about your speed; it's about the fact that you've been shirking those duties to do what you've been doing, and quite frankly, the blind bums that are out there offering these have been getting a little annoyed that they're missing. So.
Right.
That may have been a very specific reference. That's who caused the complaint. They don't.
No, I get it. I get the blind bums. Yeah. They're very worried about this.
I mean,
stuff.
Ink is still good, but let's move on. Yeah, I just want. Please, we know that you didn't do this by yourself.
No, I did not. I had an accomplice, and they were. Really, it was their idea. It was their idea to do this to the blind bums.
Really, yes. It was. That would have been like the king of all ideas if that was the thing. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're definitely the king. I'll say that much.
I mean, do you have any idea how hard it is to be traipsing around in the morning here with the dew on the grass? What it does to the suede?
My music knowledge is real bad. I'm just gonna stick with the king.
I mean, those shoes, the suede of those shoes are gonna get ruined.
Yes. Absolutely. The suede is gonna be ruined. I may have gone in too deep.
Look. Yeah. We heard rumors of you two rushing towards the area in the center of this where we work, and all I can say is fools rush in, and I don't think that is a good idea for you guys. I mean, what are you guys like? Just a couple hound dogs?
Absolutely, we're a couple of hound dogs. I think that is very clear at this point. We're nothing more than a couple of hound dogs. Mm-hmm. We're very blue in general.
Yeah,
and it's I'm not proud of the fact that I've been listening to the king.
Yeah. You don't have to be proud of it. You just need to stop and continue your work.
But he is the king.
Now, I have a question for you guys.
Elvis does things.
Is it because you guys are interested in, is it only the number 2 or any number that you guys take? Like, what do you include mechanical? How do you sharpen them, by the way?
It's the clickety click.
So okay,
you don't have to sharpen them. You just gotta click them.
You have some sort of disease then to where you must own them all?
Well, that's what we're trying. We call it the Pokemon pencil disease.
Do you? There's a real name for it.
The Poke pencil is what that's what he calls it. I don't call it that. He calls it the Poke pencil.
Okay, well, he's probably leading you astray. I think you'd much prefer to just finish your job out here, right?
I would think so. You'd think that I'd be more into the lawn care of this public park, but I don't know where the blind bums fit into this. I'm still confused about that particular note.
That is them what they have in their cup for you to take when you give them donations.
Yeah.
It's okay. The blind bums is superfluous. I didn't mean to say that. That's the next guy who's coming into human resources. I got to talk to him about that.
Yeah, sounds like a serious problem. But you really definitely trying to piece these things together.
You've been taking. We've noticed even our offices.
The pencils.
Okay, yes, so you admit it.
I have been taking the pencils. Elvis told me to do it.
Okay,
we have not been trimming the bushes at the public park like we're supposed to.
Okay, well, you're fired.
Down! Come on.
Nicely done.
I'm going to be honest. Going into this game, I thought it was job interviews. So I thought y'all were just having to get an occupation. And you took like 5 minutes to figure out what these 3 things were. And so I was like, what's going on? And then I came in here and you started describing something I'd done. And I was like, oh, shoot. This is a different game. I was not prepared.
Yes, you worked in the city park. You've been stealing the pencils. And by the way, it was an old reference, but like I just remember old movies where like there'd be like blind people on the streets of New York, and they would have like a pencil full or a cup full of pencils. You're supposed to come and like take a pencil and leave a donation.
Okay.
And so
yeah, I didn't get that
I
reference.
aged myself.
I was very much like, what?
I realized as soon as I said it, I was like, he doesn't know
Am I
what that
taking
is.
Braille? What am I doing?
You're stealing Braille. They can no longer read.
Braille.
You have stolen the Braille. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
it's still Braille. Is that known as taking your lumps?
It is. Oh, geez. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
All right. All right, so we're going to move on to the next game. This is a game for Gabe and Katie. This game, it's very simple. All I'm going to need are 2 suggestions. Doesn't matter what they are. They could be literally anything. You just give me 2 words if you want. They don't have to be related. It's better if they're unrelated. Just 2 of anything. Doesn't matter. Just type in. Actually, type in as many suggestions as you want because we can use them for later games. Just feel free to keep typing in words.
Let's make this a game of 3 suggestions.
Let's make this
ready.
A Game of Thrones.
Thumbs? Is that like having a third thumb?
It is. It's a thrum.
I've got a thrum.
Yeah. It's also, well, I don't want to get into it here, but there's another connotation for it. But it's probably not good for on air. So what's going to happen here is Gabe and Katie will be performing a scene. They're going to take these 2 suggestions that we get, and they're going to find a way to use them as influence in the scene. And hopefully maybe they'll be able to weave them together or just use them as muses, or is it museum, that's actually the Hebrew version, but to get them to make a scene. I'm losing my mind. Chad, do we have any suggestions for this game of 2 suggestions?
All right, so we have a cubicle.
A cubicle. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And President Obama.
President Obama and a cubicle. Okay. That kind of seems like they would go together.
Yeah.
Naturally. And by cubicle, I'm thinking of those like square glasses. But all right, so one like a monocle, a cube monocle. It's a cubicle. Anyway, that's just my brain. So this scene will have something to do with, or they're going to use cubicle and President Obama as their muses. They gave us 2 suggestions in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, Deborah.
Hi, Clyde.
So, I have some bad news for you.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm like really ready for bad news today, but just go ahead and lay it on me.
Okay, well, we are going to have to stop offering you your life insurance and your health insurance.
Well, that is actually good news because I was going to tell you something.
What is that, Deborah?
You know what? I've just decided this place is like working for raccoons in a trench coat. And so I'm going to go ahead and put in my notice. Head right on out of here.
Well, that is fair because, as you know, our CEO is in fact 17 raccoons in a trench coat. So I think that was a very apt description of this job. You know, it's a little bit wacky. So I'm sorry to hear that you're leaving. We're going to have to fill your office space as quickly as we can. Do you know anyone that we could maybe strong arm into a position here?
Well, I mean, I have friends, but I like them. And just so you remember, the thing is, I'm out down there in the cubicle farm. You said I have an office space, and that's really generous.
Well, that's what we like to call it.
Right.
We like to call it an office space. I mean, it is just 3/4 little drywall pieces just kind of stuck up together. But you know, it's an office space for the commoner, the common non-raccoon, as the CEO demands we say.
Listen, Clyde, I gotta level with you.
Yeah.
You seem like a decent guy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't think you should stay here either.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Deborah, because in fact, I'm not a decent guy. I'm a decent 16 raccoons in a trench coat.
Oh, well, I tried, did my best to get you out of here too, but you know, you remember that old campaign slogan, "Yes, we can"?
I do. That's why we're losing your health insurance. That's why I brought you in here today to begin with.
Oh, well, see, I believe that there are some people who would have some thoughts about my losing my health insurance at my job. But the thing is, it's a good thing that I'm not going to be working over here because yes, I can get a new job where I don't have to work for raccoons in a trench coat.
Best of luck. I mean, the best I see you doing is Winn-Dixie.
Well,
yeah, I said it.
Well, just so you know, I happen to have a very lucrative offer from Winn-Dixie. They want me to be their head of distribution, which means I will be your boss.
Well, my boss. So you're offering me a position at Winn-Dixie? You're saying you're willing to hire 16 raccoons in a trench coat?
Oh, no. I'm not willing to hire you. It's just that you're already part of the company. And so, you know.
Oh, shoot. I forgot Raccoon Co. is part of Winn-Dixie. That's on me. That's my B. I forgot that we're a subsidiary of Winn-Dixie, the most premier company in the southeastern states.
Right. I mean, we're not Publix, but we're not bad either. So.
Head seed. Winn-Dixie is the most premier retailer, maybe outside of Walmart. But yes, you are correct. It could be, yeah.
Oh, wow. What a scene. What a scene.
I think we kind of went into product placement a little bit, honestly.
We did.
Absolutely. Mostly raccoons were the product.
Mm-hmm.
This next game is a game I was looking at the wrong set list, but it's still a game for Chris and Gabe. This is old job, new job. So who is going to be going through a career transition?
I'll do it.
Okay, Chris is going through a career transition. What we need from you guys in the audience is 2 occupations. They don't need to be related. Just go ahead and start putting those in the chat. And while y'all are doing that, I will explain the game to you. So Chris is going to be going through this career transition where he used to have a job, an old job, if you will, but now he has a new job. And the thing is, he's going to have some traits and some characteristics from his old job that are going to sort of follow him and trickle into this new job, because that's just how it goes sometimes. So, Chad, how are we doing on suggestions for old or new jobs?
And a job.
Well,
and by the way, Katie, I like that you said I was looking at a different set list. You get the audience to think that like we have so many set lists and we don't know which to choose from time to time.
That's how we keep things fresh and interesting. We don't even know what we're doing at any given time.
We just like spin the wheel. Yeah. That's my wheel. That's my spinning the wheel noise.
It was pretty good.
It was great.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was marvelous. I think you're underselling it,
Chris. At least on
Winn-Dixie
level of spinning.
That's true. That if it was a Winn-Dixie wheel,
it's top tier.
Yeah, because of Winn-Dixie. Yeah.
There we go.
I understood that reference.
Good move.
Yeah.
Sad,
okay, so
better than Marley and Me.
Oh, I cried at Marley and Me. My date thought I was weird. So anyway, yeah.
I think your date's weird if she didn't or they didn't cry at Marley and Me. That was sad. I saw a dude watching Marley and Me on a plane, and so he's got his headphones in, sobbing like a baby. And everyone's wondering what's happening to this guy because they can't see what he's watching because they're elsewhere playing. He's just like, like, and he's got his headphones in and he's watching a little TV. And I'm just looking at him like, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
I don't know why I told you that story.
To be fair, I do that every time I fly too. All right, so we have a suggestion for auto mechanic and brain surgeon.
Okay.
This is so good. Whoever came up with these, congrats.
What order are we doing this in?
Either way, it's good. Either way.
I think you're a surgeon who used to be an auto.
Be an auto mechanic.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I like it a lot.
All right.
So this will be old job, new job with Chris and Gabe in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to my office, Dr. Johnson.
Hi, Dr. Johnson.
Yeah, it's you just call me Dave.
Okay, Dave.
Yeah, Dr. Dave.
Dr. Dave.
Dr. Dave Johnson.
Dr. Dave Johnson. That works for me. That sounds the least formal.
Now, I'm just curious, as you can see on my door, neurosurgery is what I specialize in now. Just curious, what'd you come in for? You need me to, can you tell me some of your symptoms? What's might be going wrong?
Yeah.
I hear what sounds like a knock. Like your brain it sounds like when you're trying to start up your speech, you hear it's having a tough time riffing.
Sometimes I repeat words a few times. I don't call it a stutter because I don't interrupt myself. I fully pronounce the whole word.
So you're over-pronouncing.
A little bit. I just I have some issues there, and every now and then I lose track of what I'm saying, and I just keep going. I don't have a way to stop.
That's true. You don't know how to stop. Your speech breaks are kind of going. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, do you understand the brain is connected to a lot of other parts in your body? I'm curious how your pants fitting. Is your belt slipping at all? Like when you put on your pants?
my belt is loose. Yeah, it's very loose.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Now, here's what I'm gonna recommend. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to knock you out with drugs, not like punching you. Right. And then put you on the table, and we'll just do like a once over. Maybe do, and we'll throw in a free cerebral spinal fluid change out, and we'll just go in there and maybe swap it out with some fresh CSF. Now, we'll do is we'll look in there and we'll do a once over, sort of see what's going on. Maybe we'll find the indications of what to do. And if that doesn't work, we'll probably have to throw you into a machine like an MRI or some advanced sort of diagnostics.
Well, I'd like to go to, shop around at a couple different neuroscientists, make sure you're not ripping me off here.
What?
I don't want you saying that you need to do work on my brain that doesn't need to be done.
Well, you don't trust me. I'm Dr. Dave Johnson, and now you
look, Dr. Dave Johnson. Johnson.
You plan to go to the Dr. Pet Boys? Is that what you're wanting to do? You want to go to the Brain Zone? Is that where you're trying to tell me?
I'm thinking about going to Dr. Express.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, what you're gonna get what you get when you go in place. You come to Dr. Dave Johnson. Not only will I give you a complete refreshing of your CSF. We're talking straight. And we're not talking about those lightweight ones. We're talking thick. Like this CSF would have come from a genius guy. Like we might even have some of Stephen Hawking's left. We can throw that in there. Give you once through, clean out your gray matter. Polish it up a little bit. I will even swap out some of your headlights.
Wow. Well, I didn't realize that you could offer.
We change color. You want color, man? We got halogen ones. We can give you glow in the dark.
I'm sold. I'm absolutely
you see better than
sold. You have my money, Dr. Johnson. Dave Johnson.
Dr. Dave Johnson. Yes.
Johnson.
And scene.
Swap out your gray matter. That was good.
That's sweet. That was a sweet one.
So sweet.
Oh, all right. Final game. Excuse me. We got to get this is up for Gabe and Katie. This is going to be a game of Scene Three Ways. What I'm going to need from the audience are a bunch of different genres of movies, television, and or theater. Just feel free to type in any genres. They don't have to be very weird or difficult. They can be simple. You can say normal ones too, like horror. You don't have to say it like that. You can say horror. You don't have to be over pronunciation like I did.
Or what, Chris?
Or
what?
Or what? Question mark. It's a mystery.
Oh, it is a mystery.
Which is also a genre. Go ahead and type some of those in. What's going to happen is we're going to get a suggestion. We'll get Patrick. Why did I say Patrick? He's not even in this show. We'll get Chad to go. I think I need to go to see Dr. Dave Johnson.
You do need to go see Dr.
I need a good lube job up in my brains. We're going to get Chad. Did you?
Oh, my God.
Can you go back? Can you go back and pull a suggestion? We haven't said yet.
Oh man, I know my mom was watching.
What? Say a loop job for your brains? There's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
with
I
it.
know, but I'm wondering if she is laughing or confused or what. I don't know.
I
love
don't
you,
think
Mom.
anyone
Either
should
way.
laugh at anything I say. It's
I
all
feel
ridiculous.
like a lube job from Dr. Johnson would be, just what the doctor ordered.
Dr. Dave Johnson.
Just
yeah,
what the
Dave
doctor
Johnson.
ordered for sure.
I like how he's so. Dr. Dave Johnson was so particular that he wanted you to say his full name, yet he still used Dave and not David.
Well, that's his name. It's Dave. His
It goes.
his mother
"Oh,
named
is
him
Dave
Dave.
short for David? No, my birth certificate says it's Dave. It doesn't even have an E. It's DAV with the line over the A. That's how it is. Do we have a suggestion for anything, like an old suggestion that we could pull, Chad, for what they're seeing?
Naturally, wrestling referee.
Okay, so wrestling ref is the suggestion.
A referee for wrestling.
For wrestling, yeah. Not a referee who is wrestling. Yeah.
I would just imagine like a football referee just on the field wrestling, like, oh, offsides, while he's wrestling some random person.
Do we have any genres, Chad?
All right, we have mystery.
Mystery. All right. A Mysterio. I think I spelled that weird.
We have western.
Western, that's my fave. Western?
You know what's got to be third.
Musical?
Yep.
All right.
Damn it.
Doesn't matter. There's talking bits in musicals.
Yeah, it's true.
It could be Stomp, technically, is a musical. All right, so I guess I don't know. I made that up. So what's going to happen? They're going to do a scene about a wrestling referee. This is going to do the scene in any sort of style they want, typically neutral or normal, not normal, but just lack of style, however they want. The scene will go about 60 minutes, 60 to 90 seconds. We're in for the long haul, guys.
God.
Strap in. They're going to do the scene. It's just about a minute and a half. And then I'm going to stop them. They're going to redo that scene in one of the genres, or actually all three of them, which is why we call it Scene Three Ways, but not at the same time, individually. Whatever. We're going to get this going. So we're going to see Wrestling Referee in 3, 2, and 1.
Well. My whistle is corroded. It is rusted. It is no more for this world.
Well, that is disappointing with the state championship coming up, but I was going to save it for your birthday. But here you go. I got a new whistle.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. It's so shiny. I can see the sparkle of the fluorescent lights right off of it.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you. And
Tweet.
that's a beautiful sound, you know? It really
It is. I feel prepared to say round 2. I'm gonna say in the rounds of the twos. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna make it known.
Well, you know what? And that's why we appreciate you around here. I gotta say, I appreciate you a little more than most people. And I just needed to let you know that.
Really, Kathy? What made me stand apart from the rest?
Well, honestly, it's just your eyes. The way the reflection of your eyes in that whistle. Oh man, it's enough to just melt my heart.
Man, I was hoping you would say my butt, but my eyes are pretty good too.
And scene. All right. Now you guys get to do that one in another genre. And I think the first genre you guys should do that in, just to make it a little spicier, is a little Western. I'd like to see that done as a Western. Same scene, Western. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, gee willikers, my whistleblower is rusted and no good for this tarnation world.
Well, that's no good because we gotta be at the OK Corral for the shootout tomorrow.
I know. How else am I gonna say turn and shoot after 10 paces without my whistler?
Well, I gotta tell you something, Deborah.
What is that, Kathy Earl?
I got you a new whistler.
Oh, you got me a new whistler. Look at that. It's so shiny. I can see the sparks off the TNT shining off it. Oh my God, TNT, put it out.
Oh,
We got it. We got it out.
I guess that's it. All right. So
Oh, you said scene. Okay.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Right. Let's see that same one, the exact same one, everything, including the TNT, as a mystery.
Okay.
In 3, 2, and 1.
Kathy,
yes.
somebody ruined my whistle.
Oh no.
It is rusted. It is decayed. It is no longer for this world.
Well, gosh, I wonder who that could have been. In unrelated news, I got you a gift.
What is that, Kathy?
Well, I got you a new whistle.
Huh. See, my whistle just broke yesterday, or I just found it rusted yesterday. So it's kind of weird that you already know that I need a new whistle.
Oh.
Tweet,
Is
tweet,
it?
tweet, tweet. A little
Wow.
bit, Kathy.
That sounds
I'm
so
a little,
good.
I can see my shine. I can see my eyes and the reflection of this whistle,
Well,
the shiny lights of your eyes, your demony eyes, and this whistle.
well, I was going to tell you that I noticed your eyes glimmering in the whistle because I got to tell you, I appreciate you more than most folks do.
Well, I think you broke my whistle there, Kathy, so you can appreciate my butt.
Dude. Like how you're like, I can see my shine.
I don't know what happened with that line, Chris.
I see my shine.
I see my shine and the gleam of the whistle in the eyes.
I see this little light of mine. All right.
Hide it under a whistle, no.
So finally, what we've all been waiting for is we're going to see the whistle scene as a musical in 3, 2, and 1.
My whistle is corroded. My whistle is decayed. My whistle is no more for this life. Oh, nay.
Well, don't be sad because I got you one.
Thank you, Kathy. You're better than apathy because you care. It's making me grow some hair.
I care more than most. I love the gleam in your eyes and the whistle.
I thought you might say you appreciated my ass.
Oh, that's good
so
stuff.
Dumb.
Good. That was good. I mean, it was no Avenue Q, but
no, it was not.
It's good. It'll make it. I think we've got a hit. I think we got a hit there.
Yeah. Still better than Spider-Man Throw Off the Dark.
So that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching.
Hey, I'm a musical genius like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
And thanks for all the suggestions. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having a good time. I enjoyed this. Like I said, I probably won't be doing shows on Thursdays for a couple months from teaching all the improvisational students, which I'm looking forward to. Once again, if you guys still want, there's still a sign up. So if you want to sign up for the class or the workshop that we're doing, just the sneak peek workshop, which is next Thursday, go to our website, gotogoodimprov.com. Find out. Chad, do we have any titles at all that maybe are suggested for this show?
All right, so one last chance. If you have any titles that you want to suggest, go ahead and put them in. We have a few that have been suggested already. All right, so we have Suburban Safari, and I'll read any as they come in.
Nice.
Suburban Safari, Coyote.
I like Coyote.
Coyote's so good.
Get the Lead Out. The Poke Pencil.
Poke Pencil's good too.
Which, by the way, I can just see Elvis saying that now. The Poke Pencil. All right. Working
You got a windless race.
Working for raccoons in a trench coat.
That's just weird.
Right?
It is weird, but I love it.
Dr. Pep
It
Boys.
Dr. Pep Boys. Yeah. Manny, Mo, and Jack, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that was their names, the Pep Boys.
I thought it was Hard Rock and Coco and Joe.
Nope. It's Manny, Mo, and Jack. They used to be a commercial back in the 80s. You'd be like, come the Pep Boys, Manny, Mo, and Jack. Yeah, anyway.
Dr. Dave Johnson.
Yeah. I needed a better title. I should have
love
had the
your
letters.
title.
I should have had the letter. No, but like like MD or
Yeah.
MPH or whatever. You know what? He just had a bachelor's.
DJMD.
He just had a bachelor's of science, so he's Dr. Dave Johnson, BS.
DJBS. DDJBS.
That's going to be my new DJ name. Is your belt slipping?
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
A lube job from Dr. Dave Johnson.
That doesn't sound good.
And
it does sound like some way he would advertise it.
The reflection of your eyes in that whistle.
That's good. I like Coyote's fun. At least because we had fun
I
with that
loved
one.
Coyotes.
No good
that was my favorite.
No good for this tarnation world.
No. Okay, that's good.
That's good. No good. It's no good for this tarnation-y world. That's pretty good. I like that.
And finally,
Yeah,
I see this little line of mine.
Yeah, it's no good for this tarnation-y world. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like Coyote and the no good for this tarnation world. They're both great. Katie,
You know what we could do is we could be like Coyotes, no good for this tarnation-y world.
I like that.
I like it.
that.
I
think we have a
good
winner.
for this tarnation world. Love it.
We probably have to spell Coyotes with make sure that we spell it
Hyphen.
in a way. Yeah, hyphen.
Or
Coyotes.
KOI.
Yeah, I mean it was in the alphabet game and it was on the letter C. So
Yeah.
Coyotes. Which I want to thank Katie and Gabe for playing tonight. That was super fun. It's been a while and it will be a while. So I had a good time. And Chad, of course, for running all the bells and the whistles and the kittens and all of the caboodles to get the show rolling. With that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Chad, for our final farewells and goodbyes and sayonaras and shaloms and alohas.
Don't forget, Chaotic Good Improv live in the Birmingham, Alabama area at the Sidewalk Film Festival, Film Center and Cinema. Check us out, 7 p.m. Coming up on May 10th. So be there or be square. Next Thursday, start learning some stuff. Learn from Chris, and you might see a guest or two and surprise. Who knows? But yes, come see us. Check us out. chaoticgoodimprov.com. Thanks again for spending your night with us, and have a wonderful rest of your night.